Hey guys, today I want to talk a little bit about my minimalistic views and why they've made me richer. You know, one of the things that I've done here is I've kind of toned down life a little bit, lived smaller. Most of you guys know I live in a one bedroom that I converted to a two bedroom because the bedroom was so big. I just divided it right down the middle and did that, and that has saved me money. My rent's $80 a month. I can't ask for better than that. And I have 2 cabanas outside the house and a lot of expat friends to boot, and a lot of Filipino friends. But my minimalism has helped me the most, giving me more money for spending for things that I want to do, for traveling around. I don't like to travel too far from my home. That's just me. Someday I do plan on doing some of the other islands and stuff like that when the mask stuff goes away and all this stuff goes away, which is pretty close, I'm thinking and hoping. But for me, my travels have made me richer. You know, it's not the money that makes you richer, it's your travels that makes you richer inside. And that's one of the things that has made me feel better about myself. And, you know, life is all about feeling good, you know, and feeling positive and having that positive outlook. But also, being a minimalist, I feel like I'm doing less to hurt the earth. You know, I'm doing my part. I do have AC, I do have things like that, but it doesn't cost much to AC my house like it does other houses. I have a 1.0 horsepower, which does my house pretty decent. I could probably use another one in the living room, and maybe someday I'll add that to my house, just as a comfort issue, as you know, to solve comfort issues in the house. And I think that would help out a lot. But I did want to talk about the minimalist part, because a lot of people come over here and they don't get living like a Filipino or Ameripino, as some people say it. I've heard people use that term. I think Rich Sinful is one of the subscribers, and also a friend of mine uses that term, Ameripino. I'm okay with living like that, because I live amongst the Filipinos, you know, and I feel comfortable and okay with that. Filipinos are the true minimalists. If anybody's a minimalist, most Filipinos are minimalists. And a lot of it's not by choice, okay? It's because of necessity. They have to live like that. They can't live large. And when Filipinos do get money, they like to live large, okay? And that's okay too if you have the money. I happen to have money and could spend it on bigger homes and bigger things. I just don't like doing that. I like using my money both to help other people and also to feel good and do things that I want to do. And I can get out, and if I want to get up and go one day, I can get up and go someplace, travel or whatever, because I got the extra cash in my pocket, because living in a smaller place gives me a lot more money. Instead of me renting a $600 apartment, 2-bedroom apartment or home, I'm paying $80. That's an extra $500 in my pocket, $520 in my pocket. Pretty much, if I had to do a $600 place or a $500 home, I got to AC that place too. It's going to cost me more. The bigger you live, the larger you live, guess what? It's going to be harder to live, okay? So think about that. It's going to cost you more. It's going to be more expenses. You're going to have a lot more things that you have to pay for, cleaning to do. And guess what? Living small, you have less of that. It's one of the things that I always like to do, is have that extra cash in my hand. We got some kids coming here, and I'm trying to stay away from them. But anyway, guys, just remember, you also have that freedom to be able to get up and go whenever you want by living small. The more things you have, the more stuff you have, that's gonna hold you down, and you're not gonna be able to move as easy. And me living smaller, I have less. If I have to get up and go and leave a few things behind, I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. And that's the great part about living small. You know, living small definitely has its pluses. And the biggest thing about living small is the cheapness, like I said. But the ability to have that extra money and save extra money for emergencies. I think people who live small also live healthier. During the day, most of the time, I'm out of the house. I just need a place to lay my head at night. When I am home, I sit in front of the computer and I watch a movie or something like that, or I lay in bed and I watch the iPad and watch a movie or something. I don't need a big space. We have my 2 kids in the house, my girlfriend's daughter, and we have Cedric too, the little boy that we adopted. And you know, we make it with those kids in a house, in a 1-bedroom house. You know, it's technically a 2-bedroom now because we've divided it, but we also have 2 other kids that come over to the house and stay with us sometimes, and they're my girlfriend's nieces. And we make that house work. We live truly Filipino, and it's actually kind of fun sometimes, more so than not fun. A lot of guys say, oh man, it's overcrowded, it's this, it's that. You know what? Some people might think that. You know, if you guys want to see how I live, go back and look at some of my videos on my home, and I show my home. I've done probably about 4 or 5 videos now showing my home, what it looks like. And my home is very Western on the inside. It's very comfortable. We have 2 refrigerators because we have a lot of people in the house, and we keep those refrigerators stocked with fruits, vegetables, milk, soda, whatever we need in the house. We have that in the house to survive. And we have a lot of storage in the house too. We have a lot of things to store away, canned goods and everything. And we have a lot of places for rice. Our house is very clean. We keep it meticulously clean. It's easier to clean because it's small. Once in a while I'll hire a lady to come in and clean the house, or either my girlfriend will do it. And I like being able to have the house be able to be cleaned in about an hour. You know, it's good. But if it's a big house, you have to clean room by room by room, and it takes you probably a good part of the day to clean the house every once in a while. And you're probably going to need a maid, and that's extra cost, a lot extra cost. And that is a big plus with me, that I like having everything easy, and that's been the biggest blessing for me. But the really truly biggest blessing is the cash that I save. Like I said, that helps me the most. Okay, guys, but it's something to think about. Minimalism is not for everyone. I understand that, but it's something to think about and see if it is for you. Because in the Philippines, you know what? It fits the expat lifestyle for sure, because of the fact that most of the time you're out. And my house is comfortable. My house is very comfortable because of the AC. We have fans in the house. Even with all the kids that we have in the house, sometimes it's still very comfortable. The kids are used to living a few kids in a bed, and I'm okay with that, you know. And they're okay with it, because guess what? That's part of their culture. It's part of the way that they live. They're used to it. And I've kind of grown accustomed to people coming over the house and staying once in a while. And we also have another house. We rent a second apartment, which we keep part of my girlfriend's family in over there. They stay there, or we keep, you know, if anybody comes to visit or whatever, they can stay there. I don't have to worry about more people in our house and then it getting too overcrowded. So if I feel it's getting too overcrowded, I just tell them to go over to the other house and sleep over there or whatever, because we have enough living space over there that they can sleep over there. And that's the best part. Again, living Filipino is not for everybody, but living minimalist is not really truly all Filipino. You can live still a Western lifestyle, guys. And be sure to check it out sometimes. You know, try it out for a while. It might be for you. It worked out for me. But a lot of people, they can't live like that because they've lived big for so long that they don't want to come back to that. But you know, when you come back to that, it kind of gives you kind of a peace, because living on less, like I said, gives you that extra boost to your budget, to give you more money to do things that you want to do, living better, eating better, traveling more. You can go to your doctors more if you want to get checkups more, because you have the extra cash. That's the best part about it. God bless, guys. Take care.